Hello, this is Warren and the lady, Kjre.
Hello.
We just got back from the Louisville Arcade Expo, and this is the first convention we ever attended solo and together, so it was kind of a cool, interesting thing to do, and it was a lot of fun. We had a blast. We went we brought a bunch of money expecting to buy a bunch of games, but we ended up buying 2 games. The lady here
I got Kirby's Adventure for the NES. We don't have a lot of NES games, and I always love playing Kirby, so I thought this was a good buy. We picked it up.
I got Turtles 2 for Nintendo, the arcade port here. Had this as a kid. Everyone's had this as a kid, and this is the greatest Turtles ever made. She thinks Turtles in Time, but I mean, you know, it's Super Nintendo versus Nintendo. This, you can't beat a port like this. This is a great port, and I can't wait to play it probably as soon as we're done with the video. We cosplayed. I was Luigi, which is why I have the hat on right here, but she was a lot more obscure character, apparently.
I was Eri Kazimoto from the Metal Slug series. Everyone kept asking if I was Link, but...
We got Link, Jill, Valentine, and Sonya Blade, which was... I mean, Jill and Sonya could understand, but Link... but it's okay.
It turned out fine.
We only got 2 games, but then we didn't know what else to do. But lucky for us, or unlucky, depending on if you're looking at it financially, there were 3 artists at the convention, and all 3 of them were terrific artists. Personally, I could not stop gushing over how wonderful the art was, and to me, this is beautiful. This is exactly the kind of stuff I'm into, and it's portrayed exactly how I love to see it. Like, I cannot wait to frame these, put them on the wall. The first guy we're talking about here is Adam Hicks. He commissioned art. He did on the spot commissions. 2 of them did this, and if you give him money, he would commission things for you. I had him do Zangief. Personally, I love the Street Fighters. I love Zangief. He's my favorite character. Quick, change the channel! Like, it's the best. I love Zangief, and this is great. He's got that lovely sneer on him. She of course got.
I got Eri Kazimoto. I got a little badge of her. Luckily, all 3 of the artists we're talking about were like really into the Metal Slug series. So Adam did these for us, and then he also gave me a copy. I got a copy of one of his comic books, which he dug out, and it actually had a Marco Rossi drawing in it. It was just awesome that there were actually some people who were really into Metal Slug 2 and who recognized me. So.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of his previous art are in. It's like a collection of art that he didn't have at the expo and whatnot, and it's just cool to see the vast amount of stuff he covers. And she can't find her Marco, so we're gonna move on. It's in here though.
Very cool.
It's awesome. We had a lot of fun with that. But I got 2 pieces from him. These are for my buddy. I got some Hulk pieces here. He loves the Hulk, and these are awesome. This is Hulk Thor. This is the ever-going struggle between the 2. This perfectly embodies their fights that they always have, and I know he's going to get a huge kick out of this. This one here shows more of his sense of humor style. This is what really drew me in to his style here. This is great. Hulk smashed. I love the pun. I love just everything about this picture. Everything here is embodied exactly how I would at least see Hulk getting drunk and having a party with a couple of the Marvel supporting cast there. The She-Hulk and the Rogue and the Black Widow and whatnot. A lot of fun. He's doing the kegs, like he's got them taped in his hand. It's so awesome. Next up, there was Jason Knopp, K-N-O-P-P. I got a few pieces from him. This one here, Scott Pilgrim. You'll notice too, he's got quite a different style as far as his shading and his details go. He uses a lot more solid colors to convey his shading and whatnot, and I just like his simplicity to get along. He's got a lot of good stuff going on here. The Scott Pilgrim being quite awesome. Next up, we got the Batman Catwoman. Love and Justice, if you will, is what I called it. I seem to have titled most of these. I love Batman. You're gonna notice here pretty quick once I reveal some more of this art. Batman is my jam, and you got the cleave going on, but we were discussing the nipple placement. Like, where would her nipples be here? Kind of weird, but you know what? It doesn't matter. This is awesome. I like this kind of anime-inspired cartoon style that he's got going on here. And then this guy here, Zero and Mega Man. Just I love Mega Man 2, Batman, Mega Man, Zelda, all these things that you grew up with. I love this. Mega Man X, Mega Man Classic, it doesn't matter. This is great. I love this kind of, clash of, or the movie poster style, if you will. I just like this stuff. It's great. He also commissioned me a piece for a buddy of mine, the same guy I'm giving the Hulk pieces to. He did a Tyler Durden for me. He busted his hump on this, and I am so excited. This is probably my favorite piece in the whole thing, even though it's not even for me. I was just a giggling schoolgirl when he showed me this when he was done with it, and it was like at midnight the night it was shutting down. He rushed. I mean, I say he rushed. I mean, he was just like, he was determined to get it done, and he got it done, and I couldn't have been happier with the way it turned out. Also, I got something for my brother, although he took it with him, but I got a business card with it on there. I don't know how well it'll turn out, but it's a Zelda one that he did, and all his business cards had little pieces of art on the back too, so it was pretty cool. It's a good way to get someone's attention. And then finally, the guy who, he had a display on the wall, and it really pulled me in. Basically was like, at that point I was just like, here, take my money. Once I saw basically most of this stuff, Rusty Shackles here, he's got some great stuff. He got the classic Adam West style Batman with his shark nunchuck repellent nunchucks. Anybody who's seen the classic Batman knows exactly what this is all about, and I could not stop laughing. It was so cool to me. I love this guy right here. You got what I call the usual suspects, also from the same lore. You know, the Riddler, the Joker, and the Penguin here. I'm going to set them up side by side in their frames and whatnot, and it's just going to be just a cool little spot for Batman stuff. Kjre was happy about this piece right here. Go for it.
So Metal Gear Solid, I love Kojima, and when I saw this, you know, Warren loves Batman, and that's cool. I'm just personally not a comic person, but I do love Metal Gear Solid with a passion. So when I saw this, like, oh yeah, definitely, I had to have this one.
It's really cool. I like how it's, he's got a lot of comic book style art. Like, it looks like a cover of a comic book, and you'll see a couple more of them just like that. This is great.
Now, all of his colors are very vivid. They, like, grab you.
They're really popping out. This guy here, I got this one kind of at the last minute. He gave me a lot of bundle deals. I bought a lot of his stock, and he hooked me up with some really good deals on a bunch of them. This here, anybody who likes Mega Man, again, you got the in-game Mega Man and the American box art Mega Man, and it's just funny. He looks dumb and dopey. He's got the lazy eye and a missing tooth, and it's just great. It captures everything any fan of Mega Man would want in a picture like this. It's just great. Next up, the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, Cammy Bison kind of standoff there. I like Street Fighter quite a bit, although Alpha and the basically Street Fighter 3 in general, I've never really played much of, but this art, just in general, just the characters really stand out. It's so dynamic with the white and the blue kind of background and the red and the green. It just grabs your attention, and I cannot wait to get this on my wall.
It's like a movie poster. Yeah, they're very classy looking.
They're really awesome. Next up here, another comic book style, Mortal Kombat, you know, yellow with the red and the Katana, Meline, and Scorpion. Just great stuff. You know, Boone and Tobias presents Mortal Kombat. Katana versus Meline. It's a fight to the finish. It's great. It's cheesy. It's full of just great fun with these awesome characters that I've grown to love over the years of my life. And this last one here is probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the best joke I've ever seen. It's the comics that never existed, or comics that didn't happen, or comics that never happened. I almost passed this one right up.
Comics that never happened.
Kjre would have murdered me had I missed this one. I love Batman, and her favorite band of all time, Motorhead. And to combine the two is like peanut butter and jelly in this apartment.
I just saw this one in the book. I was like, Warren, how did you not get this? And he was like, what, Batman? Okay, I was like, look. It's Motorhead. But basically Batman's like, you know what, screw you guys. I'm going to go hang out with Lemmy and Mickey D. No, it's awesome.
It's Motorhead. It's cool. I was happy, like, once you saw it. I can't wait to get that. Like, it's going to be probably its own little spot on the wall. We also met some really cool guys from the area we live in, Lexington area. They were developing a game called Compromise. It's on Xbox Live Indie Marketplace. The ship design and the way it looks... You can tell they got some inspiration from Geometry Wars. And
it's a top-down shooter. It's very smooth and like fluid and very pretty. Yeah, it's a couple guys. One's named Richard. I think the other one is Joe. I didn't get to talk to you as much, Joe. They are in Lexington, and they have a website. It's supersoul.co, not com.
Yeah,
Make sure to
.co.
point that out to me. Check that game out. It'll be in the indie section on Xbox Live.
They called it an exploration shooter.
We sat down and played it.
It's a lot of
really
fun.
fun.
It's really cool.
Right now, it's a single player, but they are going to do a multiplayer mode for it later on. So
offline multiplayer, not online. But they're working on the online. It's a work in progress, and right now it's up there. Check it out. It's a cool little game. So the artists in the order that we talked about: Adam Hicks, the Hulk guy, the commission guy for the Zan guys and whatnot. Jason Knopp, Knopp. He was the Scott Pilgrim and the Tyler Durden and the Mega Man and whatnot. And then Rusty Shackles, the American and cartoon or Japanese Mega Man, and the Batmans, most of the Batmans. Batman Motorhead in particular, the Metal Gear Solid. So Rusty Shackles, Jason Knopp, Adam Hicks, all three of them brilliantly wonderful artists.
So friendly.
Like, just the coolest guys.
Really nice, just very talented, like, so willing to just do anything, that anyone needed.
They just love drawing and having fun and making people, happy with, to see this kind of stuff come to life in front of their eyes. It's great. It's beautiful art, and I cannot wait to get it I'm all over my walls. I'm going to be ordering frames for them this week and whatnot. We're excited. It was a lot of fun. The Louisville Arcade Expo. Consoles from all the way 1976 or 79.
Up to the Dreamcast.
Up to the Dreamcast. Everything you'd imagine.
September
CDIs, Amigas, Commodore 64s, MSX, Vectrex, 64 PlayStation.
And the Neo Geo home console.
Arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
Everything. I played Typing of the Dead for like an hour. Ikaruga was on a sideways TV.
All day.
Smash Brothers on giant screens against the wall. I mean,
they had lots of tournaments. So they had a Smash Brothers tournament.
Street Fighter 2.
Kirby's Megaton Punch Out.
All sorts of great stuff. Duck Hunt. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We purchased the Duck Hunt.
We did. There's a Galaga tournament. Some of us didn't do very well, but it was still fun.
I watched the dude Perfect Duck Hunt. It was a lot of fun. Just to hang out with a bunch of people. Cosplaying and stuff. Like I said, we dressed up. Luigi and Eri. There was a Katana. There was Scorpion Sub-Zero. They were all there. Bomberman was really funny walking around. So the guys were hosting the thing. One was Solid Snake, one was Pac-Man. There were Mario Brothers too. There's another Luigi walking around. We kept doing doppelganger jokes. But it was just a great time. If you're in if you live anywhere near Louisville, Kentucky, and you were on the fence, no, go. If you were on the fence, just go. If you didn't even know about it and you see this video, check it out. Check out the artists. I'll have links in the description to all their websites and contact information and whatnot. If you like the art, get in touch with them. They're awesome.
They will draw anything.
They're really cool.
Pretty much anything that you wanted.
I don't know.
At the festival.
Right. I mean, at the festival they did. I don't know what their other outside the expo rates are and whatnot, but I mean, get in touch with them. See what you can do. It never hurts to ask people for anything. That's what I did. I asked, for things here, and I was like, I'm willing to give you what you need. You can get what I need and whatnot, and it's just how things are. And it was great. A lot of fun. Totally happy we went, and we walked out with more art than I know what to do with, and I can't wait to get it on my walls. So that's it. That's it for us.
It was awesome.
It was great.
Just awesome.
Cool. Adios.